What's up, everybody? This is John from JonathanTollefson.com, and today I have Robert Garcia and his son RJ with me, and we're going to get going and talking a little bit about wake surfing. We're going to talk about wake9.com, and we're going to talk about a community they got going, and then best of all, we're going to talk about their spring festival that's coming up on the 14th and 16th. So I'm going to jump right in and say what's up to you guys. How you guys doing?
We're doing good. We're doing good.
Very nice. So you guys are out in California. The sun is out. It's still light out there. Have you guys been out on the water yet?
No, it's been weird. I mean, we still have a little bit of snow just coming out the ground. We live at about a 3,000-foot elevation. We live between Lake Oroville and Lake Shasta. And the weather's been crazy this year. And it seems like whenever we get sun, 2 days before we had like a snow flurry, and 3 days later we're having 3 inches of rain or another, and it's actually supposed to snow again tonight. Wow. So it's crazy, but we're still planning on being on the lake on Saturday no matter what, because we have to go to Camp Far West Lake and kind of test out, where the festival's going to be and stuff. We're going to be out there no matter what, but this is a strange way to start a season. It's a little late for us.
Sure, maybe get some wake surfing with snow flurries coming down. Some good pictures of that.
Well, maybe RJ will get some wake surfing and with snow flurry. I've pretty much, RJ, we've thrown him out pretty much in just about any condition for whatever our needs were at the time. So, we make RJ do all the dirty work.
He's the runt, huh?
Yeah.
Well, cool. Yeah. How about we just start talking about Wake 9? I know you guys have started about 2 years ago now that you guys have really been getting into it, at least from what I've seen from your internet, from your blog and that kind of stuff. Could you just explain a little bit what you guys are doing over there and maybe just what you have going on?
Yeah, well, we started it basically a year ago. It was like in May of last year. So this is our second season, but basically it started 1 year ago. I think, we were working on it over the winter before we started, but it just came from, we moved up here in 2003. We lived just a few miles away from Lake Oroville. It's a beautiful lake. We went from, I sold our boat in 2007. It was just a runabout, and I think I had like 150 hours on it. And we bought a 2007 Taiga 24VE. One of the reasons where we wanted to try wake surfing and obviously wakeboarding and everything. And, we have over 500 hours on it now because, we're just always on the lake, and we love wake surfing. And I just enjoyed going out with our family wake surfing, and we would come home and have a bunch of pictures. And I love pictures and video, and I'm a software developer by day, so I'm very technical. So we'd post stuff and blog about it, and it was a lot of fun. And I was just talking to RJ and a couple of other kids. I have 6 kids. I mean, you probably know that if you pay attention to Wake 9 at all. And we just thought it'd be kind of fun to start like a club/company and just kind of see where it goes. And we really don't have a mission statement. We're really, I guess, kind of following that whole surfing philosophy. It's pretty much, we just want to promote wake surfing. We love doing it. We want to promote companies that seem to be very friendly to wake surfing and also support it, especially the smaller companies that are really passionate. And we won't do it like we used to sell certain products on our site, and we're just not going to sell them anymore because it wasn't fun. We didn't have any fun selling certain products, and so that's pretty much our philosophy. If it isn't fun, we're not going to do it.
Sure. Yeah, and I guess another thing I've picked up is you guys are very family oriented. Like, you like to get I guess that's kind of, to me, that's kind of how wake surfing is, going to events and that kind of thing. It's a very family oriented event style. A lot of families are there, and I really see you guys bringing that into your site also. I think that's a good thing, to keep that going and bring your whole family. I watch your videos and see your whole family out there making videos, taking shots. You have your daughter Whitney behind the camera, and now I've seen her in front of the camera. It's good stuff,
Yeah, it's funny because we can always tell who's on behind the camera, even if you don't see them, because we know by how it shakes. My younger daughter is always shaking more. We're trying to teach her, and we could probably get somebody better to do it. But like I said, if it doesn't involve our family, then, and if it doesn't bring us closer together, then I'd stop. I'd stop it immediately. I wouldn't want to do it. It's got to be fun. And wake surfing is so great for that because, one, just the wake surfing community, when you meet other wake surfers, they just have a more laid back, more open, friendly kind of attitude, where a lot of wakeboarders, especially when we used to compete, RJ and other kids competed wakeboarding, they're a lot more intense, a lot more competitive. Not that that's bad, but just wake surfing is just so friendly. We really enjoyed that. And then you have also the fact that when you're wake surfing, you're like 10 feet behind the boat, and so you still feel close. You can almost like reach out, and we actually sometimes we take grapes and peanuts and stuff like that on the boat, and we throw them at when the person's not looking. And sometimes we'll like each have a handful, and then when they're not looking, like go, and the person will get bombarded, with grape shrapnel. So we're always doing stupid things, and wake surfing just seems to increase the level of stupidity we can get to.
Nice. Well, maybe this Saturday you can round up some snowballs then if add some more shrapnel to the arsenal. So, well, RJ, let me ask you. Robert's talked about you wakeboarding before wake surfing. Now it looks like you're huge into wake surfing. Are you still wakeboarding? How long have you wakeboarded before you actually got into wake surfing?
Yeah. Well, I started wakeboarding like a year or two before we got the Taiga, and that was on our forewinds, and that boat wasn't built for wakeboarding, so it was kind of hard just to get started. And when we got the Taiga, that's when I started to progress more doing wakeboarding, and we would go to competitions and stuff, and it was just very intense. And it was so intense, the competitions and stuff, it wasn't fun anymore. It was like every time I went out to go wakeboarding, I said, okay, I got to get this trick down so I can go and be better at the competition and stuff. And maybe a year after we had the Taiga, we started wake surfing. We weren't really, we didn't know what we were doing. We didn't. We got like a liquid force board, and we were just having fun. And wake surfing is what we did in the middle of the day when it was all choppy and you couldn't wakeboard. And we just had fun doing it. And slowly, wake surfing started taking over wakeboarding, and you know what? I love wake surfing. It's so much more fun. Everything about it. It's laid back. I mean, wakeboarding, when I was wakeboarding, I had to be doing something or I just couldn't enjoy it. Wake surfing, man, I could just get on a longboard and just chill on the wave, and I'll be fine. It's just so much more fun.
Right, you're not smashing your body every...
Yeah, and it's awesome.
Yeah, I was thinking, we have health insurance, but I was thinking, man, I'm going to be replacing these kids' knees soon. The way they were starting to jump and getting into aerials and stuff, and everybody we knew competing in wakeboarding, they were all, on their third surgery, and that's fine. I mean, if you really want to be competitive in it, you have to do that, and that's great. I just, we all kind of agreed as a family that we're either going to, because we're kind of an all or nothing kind of a family. We either do something all the way or we don't. And so we just decided, we don't want to be on the fringe of wakeboarding and just kind of be mediocre. Let's do wake surfing and have a lot of fun doing it. It looks like we can, really enjoy this new sport and yet not, be so crazy competitive and get injured.